What is the deal? What's happening with everybody in the building? You are back for another Thursday episode of the Turf and Rundown Show, like we are every week,
Yes, sir.
9:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 on the Pacific. And then what's that for you, Turf? 8:30 on the mountain right there?
Yes, sir. 8:30 Central Standard Time, sir.
How you feeling today, Unc, man? Another blessed
Um,
Thursday?
I'm absolutely ecstatic. I'm ready to talk this talk. I'm ready to get into it. The closer we get, the more confident I feel based
Right.
on everything.
Right. Guaranteed, man.
Cheers.
Definitely. I'm getting more confident. You know what I mean? I love that we finally on grass. You know what I mean? Finally real football getting
Yes,
played.
sir.
And we hearing some real things. You know what I mean? So now it's starting to really take shape. You know, it's this time of the year where you start to realize like it's on its way, right? So we
Yep.
getting close. But you already know how we do, man. You know how we say here on the Turf and Rundown Show, man. Every time we start some chat lives matter, man. The
Yes,
chat
sir.
lives do matter. We love each and every one of y'all that show up each week, man. So if you could, my man Turf, can you go through the chat for us?
Absolutely. We got our guy, John.
John in the building.
My
If I'm not
dude.
mistaken, I know we're gonna see some of our guys and gals up in here at the
We
first
got
game. I know Raider Paul going.
up in the building.
Raider Paul going to the first game.
Always showing
In
love.
there.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for showing up and coming through, man. Enjoy the show.
For
My
sure.
God,
Steve.
Steve. Salute the
What's
bill.
the deal?
This guy is always here supporting as well. We appreciate y'all,
Actual-
man. Absolutely. We still got more coming. Let's get it. Salute to all the real ones. Doppelganger. Yes,
Salute
sir.
you. Gotta salute yourself for showing up, man.
Raider rundown in the
Ah.
building. Yeah. You already know where that comes from. And hey, last but not least, to start this thing off, SoCal Sal.
SoCal Sal.
My God. Good to see
Man,
you, man.
what's the
Glad
deal?
to hear.
I see my guy Raiders Resistance in the building, man. What's the deal? Glad you can make it as well, man. One of the
Yes,
most
sir.
fire Raider content creators or social media presence for the Raiders that you can find, bro. So at the end of the day, definitely go ahead and tap in with his stuff.
Yes,
Everybody else that we see that's always a regular on this mug, you know, we love and appreciate everybody. So make sure you
Absolutely.
guys, you already know what the deal is. First and foremost, hit them thumbs up. That's number one, right here. Support on both channels. Number two, if it's your first time here, man, stick around for a little bit. Maybe you're going to like what you hear. Hopefully you hit the subscribe button as well, right? Hey, I'm on the race for 2,000 subscribers before the season starts. And I know my
Yes, sir.
man Turf is on the same thing, bro. We are trying to get 2,000 subscribers before the season starts. Trying to orchestrate a little giveaway, man. Maybe a little jersey or something, man. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see what we get, man. But if you can help the boys out, man, it is much appreciated. But obviously, y'all know why we here. You know what time it is, right? Raiders have finally started their OTAs, right? So
Sir.
football is on, right? Football is on. Before we start getting into specifics, Turf, just how you feel about OTA starting, anything you've heard just generally.
Yeah, man. I mean, all of the things that we expect to hear from the expected, right? So, Bowers is doing this thing. The AOC is looking sharp, right? I mean, that was on display when it came to the targets. I understand this. Just jogging around, as Chris would say, in the booty shorts and the tank tops. But still, accuracy is accuracy. You go try to hit a 20, 30-yard target and drop it in the net. It's not so easy. So, I'm just excited, man. I hear the D linebackers are actually just getting after it. It's make or break for Diablo, in my opinion. I think his teammates understand it, and they're trying to give him all the support and love they can so he can come through. But he got some dogs right behind him, ready to take his spot. So
For sure.
it's a good time to be a Raider. I can assure you of that.
Yeah, I'm feeling real good, man. Feeling real good. First of all, real quick, shout out to Doppelganger. He said it's 5:30 around there. I don't know where you're at, where it's 5:30, but we appreciate you for tuning in.
Yeah,
sure.
that's I don't know. That's back an hour behind Pacific time. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where that is. Where that is?
Yeah.
Where is that doppelganger? Where you located at, man? Shout out your
That's
city.
Hawaii.
Man, everybody,
Yeah,
first and foremost, everybody shout out the area code, man. Shout out your area code. Where y'all from, man? Where y'all watching from? Oh, my man said Alaska.
I knew it had to be something west. That makes sense.
Love,
Alaska,
man. I know I got some of my Cali folk in here. You know what I mean? Some we got some East folk too, man. I ain't gonna lie. We got some East Coast folk in here as well, man.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely.
Real talk, I mean, you know, what you said, Turf, is 100% facts, man. It's a good time to be a Raider because we have a lot of optimism, right? Got a whole lot of optimism in what we're doing as far as the team, the direction, everything, right? So I was excited to just see, you know, people, you know, get on the grass, you know what I mean? Really start to instill that football, you know, acumen, like getting on, instilling plays, you know what I mean? Really getting the conditioning right. Like, this is where you start that. So
exactly,
I was happy to see all of that. And, you know, realistically, it's funny because if you're following the team, like probably most of us are, you saw, like, even before OTAs, most of the faces that are in the OTA videos and all that was faces that was in there before this even started voluntarily, right? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's good to see that there are guys that were there when they didn't have to be there. Yep. And now that, you know, it's come time to be there, it's no question everybody's going to be present.
I agree. I mean, and to be honest, right, we've even gotten some inside scoop on some of these guys already practicing previous to this.
Right.
I know Trey Tucker's been out there with my guy AOC catching routes. So, I mean.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
So, you know, we might as well go ahead and get into it, right? We might as well go ahead and get to the real first topic of it, which is the offensive OTA news and updates, right? Like, what's going on the offensive side of the ball? And really, we're going to spend a bulk of time on the offense because that's really where all the new stuff is getting implemented, right? All the new stuff is getting implemented. High-priced rookie on that side as well. And a lot of question marks, if you want to say, right? So, I mean, we'll start generally, and then I got, you know, certain topics I want to touch on for sure. But anything on the offensive side of the ball that's really catching your eye or really caught your ear so far?
Yes. Well, obviously, you know, the big one, there's quite a few big ones. They have moved JPJ to left guard and Parham to right guard. He is going to be there to stay for the foreseeable future, which makes that left side pretty sturdy.
Right.
You know, and from what I understand, that's kind of what you want. I mean, obviously, right here, quarterback's backside, etc. So, you know, that is very promising with that situation. They're pretty much giving your guy the reins too when it comes to
that right tackle spot. You know what time it is when
I mean, they pretty much gave it to him, man. Let him know it's his to lose. So you know what I'm saying? Munford is pretty much there, and what I love is the depth we have behind him and Colton Miller, which, you know, comes with the young boy Coker. I think he might mess around and end up being the starter at some point. Whether Munford, really? You know, yes, absolutely. The noise that Coker is making, they're talking about he might be the best undrafted free agent.
The undrafted guy.
Yeah, they're saying he might be the steal of the draft.
Really?
I'm telling you, man. I'm not making this up. I'm
very
just telling you.
Very interesting.
I'm just reporting the news. So
yeah. So I mean, with me, right?
Yeah.
You know me. I've been on the Thayer Munford trade the whole off season. I've said I think he's the starter at right tackle. Just me.
You have.
Right. I saw what he did last year with the left tackle and then switching to right tackle and doing all that. I'm like, bro, he was real sturdy in them games. You know what I mean? And we got a nice little sample size because Colton was out for a long time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like I saw enough from Munford to at least say like he's gonna get the first couple reps.
Yes.
You know what I mean? As far as like same as AOC, right? Like I saw enough to say he's gonna get the reps until somebody else proves they deserve them more. That's where I'd be at. So, but to me, Mumford's got it all. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
shout out to Papa Rundown because he really said this to me when we first got him, right? He's like, gotta understand, coming out of college, yeah, he was drafted where he was drafted, but he's went against a lot of premier edge rushers in his college tenure and then coming into here, right? So he's got real good work against guys, you know what I mean? So I trust him on that right side. Just the only thing, injury, right? You just got to be more sturdy over there.
Well, see, and that's the thing about next man up, because I'm telling y'all, this is all mind games. Nobody say it's love and war has any fairness, right? I mean, just think about, imagine the times you did play. I don't know. I remember several guys you couldn't pull them out of the game if their leg was at the 20-yard line and they was at the 30. They're gonna tell you they all right, get away from them. You know what I'm saying? I need to be in the game. And believe it or not, it's not for what most people think. It's because they know that SOB behind him is so much more treacherous and just savage that if I let the world see this dude behind me, it's over. I'm not getting this spot back.
I'm so glad you said that because that feels like the whole team, right? That feels like the whole team. It don't even really just feel like right tackle. It's like the whole team got that kind of like, I cannot mess up, but in a good way, right? Where it's good competition. And it's like, well, I still love the dude, whatever, but it's like I got to compete to feed my fans.
It builds the mental and physical toughness. Look, I played hurt. I definitely played hurt. I played hurt. I competed hurt.
For sure.
I know a lot of dudes that couldn't play hurt. I'll actually tell you, I've actually played injured. Yeah, meaning that. There's a difference between hurt and injured. I've played hurt a lot, but I played injured where, everybody was like, this dude, we can't stop him. Like, kind of is no different. My senior year in high school, my third game of my senior year, I broke my hand and they were trying to put a cast on it. No, I'm playing. It's my senior year. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Right.
And guess what? I played and I did not wear a cast and my hand has a lump in it till this day because of it. But I'm just saying, that's just something that, I mean, you build.
Yeah. And you instill in the coaching.
You know what I mean? Because it's that mentality from back when you were a young pup. And it's that fork at the road when you get cracked. And if you got your mama there saying poor baby, or if she's saying get your ass up, that's the difference. That's the change, in my opinion. And I had the mama that was like, get your ass up. So it was very obvious.
But I mean, like you said, it is instilled, right? Like it's instilled in the all season. And so far, looks like we have coaches to do it. Now, you know what I mean? We saw Lou Getsy take the podium couple days ago talking about everything. Now, realistically, I didn't expect to hear a whole too much just because he's installing, right? Like, you already know what time of the year it is for football, where it's install classroom work. You know what I mean? Let's see what we can translate onto the field. But where I think like he really is gonna hone down in what he's gonna do in his philosophy as far as Getsy is like, we have to be physical at the point of attack, right? To be able to run the ball the way we need to run the ball, to be able to play action the way we need to play action. Because realistically, think about it. If we all think about it, we pretty much know what time it is, bro. In order for, if Aiden O'Connell is the starter, right, which you and I think he's gonna be,
100%, my guy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But a dude like that, for as much as we may like him, we know he need that play action game in order for him to really be successful, right? You know what I mean? Like a dude of his skill set with a play action game is deadly, real deadly. So we're going to need to get that physicality, point of attack. You know what I mean? You can hear him talk about it, and I know what kind of coach he is. As soon as they start talking about the running backs, he sits there and he's like, well, we don't know what we got yet. Pads ain't on. You know what I mean? Well, we don't know what we got in the offensive line either because the pads ain't on. When you hear that about when a coach says that, you know what I mean? Some coaches may be like, I like this dude. I like the speed. But no, when the coach emphasizes, nah, bro, we got to wait until we get the pads on to see what we have. You know what type of time it's going to be with that team, bro. That 100%. Means your ass is relentlessly banging, right? Like we're going to click clack, and I'm talking about like these pads is going smack. That's what I'm talking about. So, I mean, think about Getty. Are you are you confident right now in what we'll be able to do with him?
Man, look, I'm confident in what we can do with him because I think he's got the talent around him that he can pretty much drum up anything that more than likely won't fail.
Right.
And if it were to fail, the type of players he has will bail him out. That's my honest to God's truth. I think he's surrounded by so much talent in a base situation that confuses the defense more than you can ever imagine, and impossible to fail. You have to try to fail at this. Like when you run the ball in base, you should be great. When you run the ball in second down in base, you should be great. Like there's not much trickery necessary. You got all the toughness at the positions that they're going to be. I mean, and if you need the audible and they got, personnel to take care of 12 and we want to now shoot down the middle or whatever, it's almost impossible in my opinion when you have a guy like Bowers that can literally play every position.
We're going to live in 12 personnel.
All day. All day.
That's the base. You feel what I'm saying? That's the base. And real quick, we talking about this. We talking about offensive OTA news and updates. We got to bring this up, right? The Raiders have signed a new wide receiver, right? So we do have to bring that up. Would be remiss if I didn't say that. Now I got to go to my guy Resistance page because I know he got who we done signed.
Oh, nice. That is interesting because I won't lie, it doesn't make sense.
I mean,
the guys we have on the fence already, it won't make sense in order for the room to know, look, this is going to be every year and expect, good high caliber talent to come take your spot every year, whether you never see the field or you the number one, Pondy Chop. So, yeah, I love that, but
I'm trying to see. Hold on, because I can't even find this damn name.
Let me know. I'll Google it,
Because, on the Turf and Rundown show, we got to mix the two together.
That's
we got to go ahead and give you the rundown on what's going on as well. So who he is, what he's done previous. But there's some Max Crosby news that just came out about 15 minutes ago. But we're going to get to that to the defensive side, but it's breaking news. Right. But let's go ahead and get to the Max Crosby news first. And
I know the guy if you want to know it.
Oh, you got the guy.
Alex Bachman.
Okay, so let's get the rundown on that, and then we're gonna go ahead and give you guys the.
He's out of Wake Forest. Yeah, he's out of Wake Forest. Initially signed with the Rams.
Okay.
Initially spent time with the Giants, appearing in 4 games, 2021. Hasn't recorded a career reception. He's returned a punt 16 yards and averaged 23 yards on 4 kicks in 2021. So I don't understand this. It must be a friend.
Does he have a 40 time anywhere? Because that's is his speed? Right? Special teams body, camp body,
Yeah. I think it's got to be a camp body that, maybe
a lot of craziness, you know what I mean? Maybe the speed. I mean, I think our wide receiver room is worked out pretty well because we got Gallup, you got
I like all of the speed
and everybody else. We already know who the main people are.
I like Guyton. I don't think people are giving him enough. Yeah.
So I mean, realistically, I would see Guyton and this new guy probably, fighting for snaps. In my opinion, they probably gonna fight for snaps. Whoever's the winner of the two probably gets the roster spot on special teams or what I mean.
And Bachman's a 4.47 guy. He's nothing special. I don't know. That's why I said it's got to be a camp body, like you said. It's probably a camp body.
Probably a camp body, but
it's got to be.
You know what I mean? The Raiders signed a new wide receiver, so we got to go ahead and give y'all the rundown on that. Let you know what's going on as far as the OTA updates. Now, we would say this, but this is breaking news, so I'm gonna go ahead. We got to go ahead and get it down. the Raiders have reworked Max Crosby's deal.
Yeah, I mean, you know that man's staying around forever.
This is 15 minutes ago. So from Adam Schefter, Raiders reworked the contract of 3-time Pro Bowler Max Crosby to now give him a $6 million raise for the upcoming season. The team also moved an additional $1.2 million into 2025. Wow. So the Raiders wanted to reward their leader, culture setter, and one of the best players in the league with the intent of keeping him in Las Vegas for years to come. No new players were added, meaning the 26-year-old still has 3 years left, but just an upgrade, just giving him a raise, so to speak.
Bro, they building it right.
And really, I want you guys to focus on one of the lines that was in there when you hear the team has moved an additional $1.2 million into 2025, right? So when you think about that, that tells me you're trying to go ahead and try to keep the guys that are on expiring contract. See how much money we got saved for next year. You know what I mean? Right. A lot of people was mad that Telesco didn't do a lot of things in free agency, but you got to understand we got so many guys in house that need to get re-signed. You're going to need to save some type of bread, bro. I mean, if Kuntz has the year we all think, dear God, deal help the pockets. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we're going to have to spend. Right. So, but just talking about Max Crosby's rework deal, how you feel about that?
I absolutely love it. I mean, he's showing that leadership. Yeah, it looks like, more so for him than, the team, if you will, but not necessarily. I think you got to understand this man don't miss games, whether it counts or not. He hasn't missed a game, right? So you have to reward that type of behavior because that behavior breeds and begets that behavior. You think Tyree Wilson is going to miss a game this year now after going through this offseason with a guy that knows how to prepare himself to not miss a game? That goes for everybody else that's following him. That goes for all these guys you hear about that's in these voluntary camps and trainings and mornings. It's just absolutely what you're going to breed, and they all are going to want to be that guy. And if you think about it, it's the smartest thing you could ever do because we're only going to have to pay that one guy. Everybody knows that's the one guy. That one guy gets paid. Mm-hmm. Nobody else is going to get those type of deals unless they're that one guy. So guess what? Be that one guy. And, it creates that atmosphere in a positive scenario and situation.
Now you're creating, we're really going to, we've said it for years upon years, but we haven't really executed it, but we're going to take care of our own, right? Like, we're going to take care of the guys that are in the building that have built the culture from the ground up, whatever the case, you know what I mean? And nobody deserves it more than Max. So for him to get that rework deal, to get an extra $6 million raise, that's good for him. But at the end of the day, knowing the type of guy he is, you couldn't tell me that there's probably some type of, incentive for the team as well, right? I said, focus on that 1.2 that was brought into 2025, right? So at the end of the day, yeah, he gets a $6 million raise, but still the team was able to add more money to next year, right? So you couldn't tell me that wasn't maybe part of the plan just by the type of dude he is, you know what I mean? How I've always seen him. He's always selfless, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, he just want to win. So, you know what I mean? Couldn't be more deserving, in my opinion. Couldn't be more deserving.
I agree. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I mean, he is our rock.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he goes, the way that defense goes.
That's the like, if you talking about who's representing the Shield, and if the first dude you think about when you think about the Raiders is probably Max Crosby.
100%.
Probably Max Crosby. So he's representing it the right way, which is why we need to win for a dude like that. You know what I mean? We need to win and dudes like that on the team too, like Devontae. You know what I mean? All the other type of guys like that on the team that have put in some years with this team, for real, some blood, sweat, and tears. But at the end of the day, we getting there. We approach it. But getting back to the offensive OTA news and updates, we already gave y'all the wide receiver that the Raiders signed, right? So we think training camp body. But at the end of the day, We talked about the offensive line. Thayer Munford looks like he's getting the nod of approval from the coaching staff. Everybody looks good, right? You already talked about it. Aiden O'Connell with Trey Tucker. You know what I mean? We heard that on the Max Crosby podcast. Me personally, I think that's going to pay huge dividends coming the season.
Big time.
I think, come the season, we're going to see, because they already had a little chemistry last year.
And all it's going to take is for them to just see a safety act a fool, and it's a wrap. Don't try to disguise. Don't try to cheat. And this guy has the Randy Moss effect and just gets by the guy and puts the hand up because he knows. Hey, Aiden can get it there. That's all I'm going to say.
I forgot who said it on my show last night or yesterday, but they did have a nice little chemistry towards the end of the season. You could tell
100%,
from the Giants game on that, they had a nice little thing together. And I believe, and this is another guy that we're going to speak about right now. Mayer kind of was on that same trajectory with Aiden O'Connell, right? Yes. And if Mayer wasn't hurt towards the end of the season, I think he would have saw more work, right? Because he was getting better as the season went on. But I don't know if you saw his press conference, right? And they asked him, how you feel about Bowers coming here? He was ecstatic. He was like, bro, I don't see how anybody can guard both of us. There's no, and I agree. Because they're not the same player at all.
You don't have two linebackers that can deal with that caliber of tight end. Like that, you're going to have one in the game at best.
There's none. There's only one dude in the game, linebacker.
It's going to be a safety on the other one. It's going to be a safety on the other one.
Well, and that's Fred Warner. But there's only one Fred Warner. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, there's not multiple. You're not going to be able to do anything with both of them, I believe.
You're going to have a safety on a linebacker. That's already bad enough. You have a safety on a running back, if he's coming out the backfield, or even worse, another linebacker that ain't equipped to even deal with a tight end. Now, it's just the matchup is going to be horrendous.
So my thing to you, how do you feel about Mayer? You know what I mean, and him resurging for this year too, because he kind of, he started pretty, got better as the season went on. And then got hurt, right? So couldn't really finish the season the way he wanted to. And Levy with the nugget, he did say there were times last year he didn't feel like coming in, mentally drained, whatever the case. So how do you feel about Mayer coming into year two and some of his comments?
Well, let's keep it a buck. He also, and this could be rumor, but from what I saw and could understand 100% is he just didn't like his coach, meaning McDum-Dums. I mean, I can't express enough. It doesn't even anything where you got to deal with somebody every day and it's just not your cup of tea. And it's to the detriment of a lot of people as opposed to it being one of those things where it's just an individual. Yeah, it kills the chemistry that anything can be done.
Right.
Properly and successfully. And that's in any kind of team. It doesn't even need to be football. It can be anything. So, yeah, I'll give him a pass from that perspective, but at the same time, I'm also giving him a pass because he was a rookie in the NFL dealing with a dude named Max Crosby, that, really shell-shocked him and probably put a whole lot of, doubt in his mind on, is this something I can actually really do? Right? There's just a lot of things that goes through a young man.
That puts you into the fire.
Exactly. And now
you either gonna fold or you gonna come to terms and say, what, bro, I got to work. And it looked like this year, it was just the way his body looks, you know what I mean? The way he's coming to camp. He took it serious this year. It was like, all right, bet. You know what I mean? And a dude of that caliber, right? A tight end of his caliber coming out of the draft like he was, I don't expect him to sit down and fold. You know what I mean? I don't. This is a dude that I can see just based off coming out of school. I'm like, he got some Raider to him. You know what I mean? Raider to him. So at the end of the day, I'm excited for Mayer. I've liked Mayer from the start since when we drafted him. So I think that he's gonna go ahead and show us everything that we thought we were gonna get from him, more in a more traditional tight end sense than Bowers is gonna give us, because we're gonna talk about Bowers in a minute. But at the end of the day, Mayer, he's going to be that real staple tight end we need. You know what I mean? That rarely we take off the field. You know, he can block. He'll be able to catch. Reliable. You know what I mean? So
Right.
this is a guy I'm real high on and intrigued to see this next year. But we get to the chat real quick, man. Appreciate everybody that's up in this thing, man. Y'all showing up crazy, man. We got 122 people in here, man.
I
Hey,
noticed that, bro.
let's go ahead. Let's get it to 150, man. Let's get it to 150. I like the
It's
Green
live,
Bay.
bro.
Let's get it to 150. Let's go ahead and tap it up here. So get to sharing it out. If anybody not on this mug, tell them to come join us here on one of the open, laid back, chillest Raider shows that y'all can find, man, for sure.
Absolutely.
Man, my guy Raiders Allegiance in the building.
Raiders
Fire morning show, right? Has the Fire morning show.
Bro, that name, I'm jealous. No, real talk. I'm jealous you got that, bro. That is fire. Raiders Allegiance. I gotta give it to you, man. That you need to build on that one. Don't let that go to waste. Yeah, that's fire right there, bro.
If you ain't never seen his morning show, he has a very fire morning show. He does damn near every morning.
I'm on it.
Yeah. He be keeping people up to date in the morning, man. So,
yeah, I'm on it. I love it.
Let me see.
I love
Chris says Max is the heartbeat of the team for sure.
Heartbeat of the team, bro.
I don't ever see Mad Max in any other colors other than silver.
No.
Gonna retire the best defensive player the Raiders ever had. Agreed. If not, definitely in the conversation. Definitely in the conversation.
100%.
I think because what we're trying to get him to be is that Howie Long, right? That there's another guy I'm thinking of. Damn, there's another guy. It was on the tip of my damn mind right now, man. It was another
Alzado.
There's another guy that we had. It's not Howie Long, but is another big DN white dude. It was long, bro. I forgot his damn name, bro. And Max kind of remind me of him too. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I forgot his damn name. He's an older player though. Gotta remember when it pops in my mind, you gonna be like, oh yeah, you gonna know what I'm talking about. But it's an older Raider DN, white DN, not Howie Long, but somebody.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
It's gonna make me mad, bro. It's gonna make me mad. Let's keep going through the comments, man. I'm gonna figure out who it is, bro. I'm gonna figure out who it is.
Defensive guy too, right?
Ted Hendricks.
I knew it. Yep.
There you go. That's all. That's there. I had to get it. I had to get it out.
Hendricks.
I think I don't know why, but I look at Hendricks and Max game a little bit. I'm like, you know what I mean? A little bit. Right. It's kind of scary.
Right.
But right. Let me keep going and see what we got here, man. Max has a Raider tattoo here, Raider for life, man. Hey, fat, I gotta get mine too.
100%, bro. I'm over here tripping. My guy's been ready to put it on me for a minute. I just timing. I'm definitely getting one. There's no question. It's all right. I already know exactly what arm is going on. Everything it's placed for it.
I gotta figure out where what I'm gonna get
going on this arm right here. I might actually put it right where you can see right there.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, right here. I'll probably put it right here.
Yeah, I'm either thinking arm or I might do calf. It's one of the two. Gotta figure it out.
I don't have nothing on my legs. I don't know. I guess I'm self-conscious. I guess I'm either that or I'm self-conscious. You know, I don't know. I'm totally joking with y'all because I honestly, I could care less.
I say self-conscious legs. You wear them shorts, like
I know, right. So yeah, it's funny.
Miss you. Speaking of which, first and foremost, we're gonna get back to the news. I just want to say this. I saw this earlier, bro.
Hey, pops. Pops.
Oh man, that'd be fire.
That will be fire, and I can arrange that on my end anyways and go live with it for me. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that might be something we might have to go live with it too, man.
Yeah.
Maybe so. But real quick, man, saw this earlier. Some people don't wash their legs in the shower, right? Like
what?
Yeah. There was a poll on the street, and he's just asking random people, like, "Hey, do you wash your legs in the shower?" Many of people said no. They just let the water and soap drip.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, this is where we're at, bro. I mean, we're gonna get back to the dudes, bro, but I gotta understand, right? Because this is something. Do y'all wash your legs in the shower? Do you wash your legs in the shower?
Yeah.
There's no question that you should be washing your legs.
You should be washing your toes, your legs.
Bro, everything. It doesn't scrub it all. You feel what I'm saying? Scrub it all. There's no
let it dribble down. What the F?
It makes me mad, bro. And you know, there's the majority of people saying they don't wash their legs. You know, hey, you know, but at the end, hey, you know, it's okay. At the end of the day, look, we're just here to promote good hygiene, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Legs, bro.
Yeah.
Don't walk around with stanky leg, bro.
That
We're not
is
talking about
wild. Yeah, exactly. I know they mean it then, right? They didn't mean like to literally have a stanky ass leg. That's wild. Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, it's wild, bro.
I've never heard that one.
Very nasty work, Chris. Very nasty work.
God, nasty work, bro.
Always. Raiders Allegiance says, to hell with the legs. Do they wash their ass? Well, if the legs ain't getting washed, I would assume that they not going to that back area either.
I don't know how I look, man. I've had shoulder surgery on both shoulders, and I still get to my back every which way till Sunday, bro. I don't understand it. Yeah,
gotta get back.
Both arms. I had surgery on both. I'm getting everything, and if I can't, god dang it, wife, somebody go
wash all 2,000 parts.
Exactly.
Bro. Gotta wash wash it twice, bro.
Right?
Exactly.
You know bro, I use the washcloth method and the goddamn soap method. I use both. The washcloth and then I do the soap, and then I wash all the way. I put it at why? I guess it is. You know, now that I think about this, you know what, guys? We do have this when it comes to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and BJJ. Sometimes you got to tell folks, man, hey, you know you're supposed to wash that thing when you go home and not come back. Like, so now we're bringing this up. I hate to say it, but yeah, some of y'all need to know to wash y'all ass.
Man, gotta wash your ass, man. We love you, Dre, but we can't do a gentleman's wash.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't think about it. You know, yeah.
But
back to the swing of things.
Schedule programming. I just had to know, man. I had to know. We got to know who's watching us, right?
Yeah.
But so we getting back to this. We talked about Mayer, right? Let's get to our prized rookie, right? When we talk about Brock Bowers. I'm not gonna lie, Turf. Since we've drafted this man, I've literally seen him doing clips of literally everything. Literally, I've seen him take a handoff, be in the slot, play tight end, do a little, jet sweep. I've seen the man do pretty much everything. So I'm excited, and we already knew that this was going to be probably what he was going to be doing. But as far as Brock, what have you seen so far? Just the news or whatever updates? I know it's just day 3, but still, man, the things we've seen.
No, I've seen exactly the same thing, but what I want to do is give people a little bit to pause on. Let's keep it a buck here. He's a rookie. He's going to need to adjust as well. I'm not saying he's not going to be great. I'm not saying he's not going to have a great season as a rookie. I'm just saying if you see a little bit of a tapering off, right? If you see a little bit of that's part of the growth process. I don't care who you are and how good you were. You don't just come in your rookie year and you're just all automatically acclimated to the NFL like you've been doing this for years. They tell you it's a different level for a reason. Oh, yeah, I gotta listen to Turf. Listen to the dudes that's doing it now. That's great. Saying, bro, it's just a different level. I get it because I already could see the difference from the levels that I partook and realized and knew. It's different. I get it. It's different.
It's definitely different. And I'm glad you said that. There's going to be an adjustment period, right? A huge adjustment period into how he's going to perform into the NFL, right? Certain nuances you did in college, you can't really do, right? Like
At all. Not even a little
and,
bit. And then
no,
it's immediate. It's immediate. See, that's the part people don't understand. It's immediate and it's always your go-to. And then they start laughing at you. It's bro, y'all. I remember these days like yesterday. Going from high school to college. Like that was big time. And then the college to real college was even more laughable.
Yeah, but this right here is a great comment though. I think we will use Brock Bowers like a tougher Deebo Samuels. I agree.
Yes.
I agree. He's going to be all over the field, bro.
He's faster than Deebo. Deebo ain't running no 5 flat. Deebo probably, man, Deebo ain't.
Hey,
I ain't a big Deebo man.
Coming off the gate, man. I think we going to see some things. He definitely going to help with the red zone. I ain't going to lie, man. That's what we need. Definitely gonna help in the red zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, just throw it up. Look, I'm just trying to tell you, I've been dealing with it at this small level where you get this kid that's 12 years old that's literally a foot taller than everybody else, and he can catch that little flag ball with one hand. He's 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, I wish I would have recorded it to just look at everybody, look at each other like. The kids was looking at each other like, rundown, 6'4" at 12, bro. At 12.
Who the hell is that?
Bro, snatching everywhere. The radius of him snatching stuff.
First of all, get his ass on the court. Whoever that is, bro, get his ass on the back.
You want to know what's the hilarious thing? He didn't even want to play, but his boys just begged him. And he's like, bro, every time I do this, everybody scrutinizes me. I always get, you ain't 12, show me your birth certificate. He's like, because he's never ever played down. He always plays up. So he's always playing with 16-year-olds and up. But his boys just begged him to play this one season of flag. This kid is out there he's out there looking like literally the best wide receiver to ever play the game. It's
a lot of people are sitting in our comments saying that they think Bowers gonna come out the gate well. I mean, he has a very good opportunity just because the position he's playing, it's not like it's a strenuous position, right? I mean, he's gonna be a
better, bigger, stronger athlete at all times, no matter where he is on the field.
Right.
That's a huge advantage. That's a huge, easy way to acclimate to everything else around you when you just gonna be naturally better than all of it anyways. So I do understand that, and I see it. But what I also see is that you're gonna hit that brick wall. When's the last time you played 18 games?
Oh yeah, college.
I'm just saying. And not only 18 games, but 18 games against the best players in the world.
In the world, yeah.
In the world.
You know, that's why you have these, guys in the veteran roles that are going to help lead that. Mayor to lean on, right? Which is beautiful for him. He can
Harrison.
Exactly. Harrison Bryant, a veteran presence, right? Very good veteran presence. So, 100%. I like what they've done in that room specifically. You know what I mean? There's aspects of everything. You get the guy who probably Harrison Bryant, we're going to use more in a blocking aspect.
Yes.
Mayor can do everything in that second year, and then you let Bowers come along. Let him do what he does good already, right? Let him do that, and let him build and come along slow. That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Man, imagine a cornerback trying to tackle him with these new rules. And think about, I'm Chris.
Oh, there's new rules. So see, let's back up a little bit. Let's back up a little bit. Well, hey, we got some breaking news because, apparently there are new rules that Turf don't know about because obviously him saying that there's something new this year.
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, I do know already, Turf. You already know. You can't do the little hip drop tackle no more.
That's right.
Yeah, can't do the hip drop tackle no more. But see, now you think about it, and now that you just said that, Chris, something just like a neutron just fired in my brain right now, right? Like it's like in the draft room, you gotta be thinking like this motherfucker right here is a great yak receiver. Whenever he catches the ball, he could take a flat 30 yards if he needed to, right? With these new rules in tackling, how are they gonna tackle a man of this size? if we give him the ball in the flat or something like that. You got to be thinking that in the draft room. Like, why wouldn't we do that? Nobody's going to be able to tackle him even when he gets the ball. He's already good in yakking space. But just now that Chris just said that, it's even more incentive to be like, oh, hell yeah.
Right, that is the typical way to take that type of a human being down. I'm just keeping it a buck. That
hip drop. That's the way. That's
the typical way to take a human being that size down as any man of any size, because you're using all of your weight to do it.
That's because if he outweighs you by more than
gonna make it difficult,
70 pounds, right? Like, which he's probably gonna do to most corners. It's like, well, shit, how am I supposed to get him on the ground? Either the legs, or if he's really moving and he got that full momentum, ain't no other way, bro. Like, I'm not gonna like get in front of him and do that. There's no way.
They're gonna start eating heels to the forehead. That's
yeah.
The way as cats that size run, you're gonna start seeing the back of their heels start clipping the top of them foreheads.
Man, so I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm excited. You know I love it. It's beautiful for us.
Great point. So that's pretty much it for all of our offensive OTA news. You know what I mean? As we continue, we're going to get more. We talked about Aiden O'Connell a lot. We've heard good things as well, right? As far as him and Gardner. But me personally, I'm not really paying attention to that until we get closer to training camp and preseason.
Right.
Because that's when they'll separate themselves in live bullets. You know what I mean? Like, that's when we'll know, okay, AOC's the guy, or Gardner may be pulling away here, certain points. You know what I mean? So I'm not really paying attention at this point. But we transition as we coming up to the bottom of the hour, right? So make sure you guys are hitting the thumbs up. We appreciate everybody.
The thumbs up, the like button.
Much love. We doing our thing today, right? Remember, make sure you guys are sharing it out. We trying to hit them 2K subs before the season starts. So we'll see what we got going on. But we transition to the defensive side of the ball, right? Transition to the defensive side of the ball. Now, hearing things from defense, there are not new plays and things being added. But at the end of the day, what we can say is there are players with new expectations. Right, players that we're expecting to do really great things. We can start off with one of the guys that we really, really need to get going, and that's Malcolm Koonce. Right, Malcolm Koonce is a guy that's one that really needs to get going. But we heard Patrick Graham talk about him in his press conference, saying he's really taking a true mastery of his craft. Right, he's really starting to take reins of work, really starting to enjoy the work of it. Right, and then at the end of the day, he's starting to become a member. Yeah, man, he's starting to get his craft right. So, Malcolm Koonce, right? A lot of us are excited. We want to see it. How are you feeling? I mean, you hearing what PG says. PG's excited. So,
yes.
How are you feeling?
I adore it, bro. He's bringing all the energy that is necessary, and filling every player with any hope that, look, I actually can do this with merit. I don't think people really understand what AP is doing. He's breeding a culture of, bro, it's all run by y'all.
Yeah.
You do this. I'm not the one making the decision if you start. Your teammates is the ones making the decision if you start. And that's based on what you're doing. And I mean, he's really smart in this. And anybody that's got any kind of insight to this type of background knows and sees it. AP is I just can't wait for him to get his just doing it. And I don't care. Look, do I think the man will win the Super Bowl? Yes. If he doesn't, I don't care. I know what he's done already for the nation in such a short period of time. It's just a matter of time to see the fruit. Fruits of his labor.
Yeah.
It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming, and it's coming fast.
As you said, fruits of his labor, because this is one of them. Like, Koonce is one of them, where I feel like he's understood I need to pour into this dude because he can really, really unlock the defense, right? I mean, if he has a 9 or 12 sack year, can you imagine what everybody else had? Can you imagine how this defense is going to be active? You know what I mean? If he has a 9 to 12 sack year, which I fully believe he can do, right? I fully believe he can do. He just got to put it all together. What I would like, and I said this last show yesterday, I would like him to be a little bit more all around, right? And we're going to talk about, because now we're talking about big brand. You know, when it comes to spending money, I'm always going to be the one to say, all right, we'll spend. But at the end of the day, we got to put certain things in perspective, right? And in perspective, I would like for him to become a more all-around player, right? Not just a pass rusher, but more of a, I can play the run too, right? I can do that. I don't really have to come off the field. You know what I mean?
It's got to be everything. Because, see, this is the thing. This is the thing. With a guy like Kuntz, we don't know if he's really a true player or, you know, loyal or not yet. Because like you just said, this time is coming. We know everybody can't be paid.
True.
Some people are going to have to, just trust in this process and the team, and that when your time comes, if you've produced and continued to throughout that it'll be your time. But it was going to be a pecking order, and you're going to have to abide by that. I think that's part of one of the issues. And again, I'm going to talk about it because it's going to be a big topic for a while until we all see what plays out. And that's Josh Jacobs. I think he had all the ability to take a deal that made sense for him to stay with us. And he just, his judgment was clouded.
He'll be the kind of like,
his judgment was clouded.
Example, you'll say he'll be kind of the example.
100%.
Like sometimes it's not always green.
Is right. Kuntz is right there to be the next one. Are you going to be the one, Kuntz, that takes off?
Right.
All preseason and camp, and then, you know, trying to hold out because you want a deal? Because that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
true. Well,
you gotta understand, bro. You're gonna have to get that deal when the time allows and the money allows. Because if somebody's in front of you that at a position that's more important, because you got to remember that dude on the other side of you makes it easier for you. So you got to hold on to that. You see what? There's just a lot that.
Well, because I mean, you start to think, right?
Well, for one, he needs to break out. See, that's the other. Let's look at it that way. Let's look at it that way. Let's look at it this way. Kuntz, you got Wilkins and you got Max Crosby. There's no reason for you to not have 10 sacks, double digits. If you don't have 10 sacks, double digits, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to.
But even that, I think he still does need to be better against the run. He needs to be better against the run. Just in my opinion, because everybody immediately shells off like, oh, we're gonna just give him all this bread, in which probably we're gonna give him a lot of money. But at the end of the day, it depends. Like, you know how much more money he's gonna get if he can play the run, if he can stay on the field. If he's just a pass rusher, then that's different. You got to understand, that's how negotiations going to go. That's how negotiations going to go. Like, hey, I don't think you all around. I'll give you what I think a pure pass rusher should be paid, right? But then if you want to get paid like an all-around DN, you got to show that. That's just what it is.
Absolutely. And that is the point I want. And I don't know if he's prepared for that. See, and that's the thing. See, Max.
My guy, Doppelganger, see you in a minute, man. Appreciate you.
Max is getting his fruits of his labor because he's actually been doing it from day one.
Oh, he's an all-around DN. That's an all-around DN
been
now.
Doing it from day one, Kuntz. You just got a season under your belt.
That's what I've been saying the whole time. He just like, and that's not us saying like we don't want to pay him, of course. But at the end of the day, now we start splitting hairs because we're gonna have to talk about how much. What's the deal now? Because now, you know how fans get turf. Everybody wants to pay him until it comes time to pay him. And now we're over here disputing about how much money it is. We never thought about that before, right? We're going to think about that here on this channel.
100%.
Of course we want to pay him, but now we go deeper in that conversation of saying how much is too much.
Well as the pecking order. Is he even the one that's a priority at this point? Because, again, hey, I take Hobbs over Kuntz. Call me crazy if you want to.
Hey,
I'll take Hobbs over Kuntz.
Interesting.
I'll take Hobbs over Kuntz. As of right now, right this point in time, I'll take Hobbs over Kuntz every day of the week, twice on Sunday.
Because we have so many guys, man. Jack Jones, Nate Hobbs, Robert Spillane, Trayvon Merrick. Like the defensive side really needs to
get this is a contract year, bro. This is a contract year.
Everybody, like most of the defense is damn near gonna have to get re-signed. You know what I mean? Which I'm not worried about Jack Jones, to be honest. I think he's gonna come back.
He would AP.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. It's more Hobbs I'm more worried about. I can see Hobbs leaving. I'm not gonna lie. I can see Hobbs leaving.
I don't.
I can.
Only reason I don't is because I think that they'll match.
Okay, yeah. Well, you know what? And this is why I say I can see him leaving. Maybe it's just me, right? But last year when the 49ers inquired about trading for him, he looked ready. Like when I say look ready, it mean like, hey, I would like to do that.
The problem is he's gotta be that way as a right. See, you look, and I'm my bad for cutting you off, but I'm just thinking in terms of the smartest thing you can do as a player in that moment. Because guess what? If you stay, it's easy to save face. But if you do go, you now already starting to win the fans over, if you will, based on the fact that you were like, I was ready to go. And on top of that, now I'm with the people I want to be with, if you will. Yeah, I think
at this juncture right here, I'm just thinking it's like how much if it's a match, right? Now we start talking about like if it's match, how much is it like I'd rather stay here or like
Hobbs don't want to go nowhere. I can tell you right now, Hobbs don't want to go nowhere.
We'll see.
He don't want to go nowhere.
I hope not.
He don't want to go nowhere.
I hope not. But
I can assure you of that. Hobbs don't want to go nowhere. Will he go somewhere? Of course, bro. Especially if the money is just astronomically larger than what he's
right for him. He's a corner. He's probably gonna get what he got to get.
And that's why I'm saying we need to pay him.
Hey, look,
his issues have been freak issues. And that is the honest difference with his injuries. I know that, right? We all know it because we watch closely, but he's one of them dudes that I always follow through with watching on him. He just had some freak accidents.
Now, look, I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm not gonna say
replaceable.
I'm not gonna say he can go, but I'm not mad at what he's saying though, right? Because I say I know y'all be looking at me sometimes, but I say it all the time, bro. It is true. He does get hurt a lot though.
That part I agree with. But I think he's replaceable in his ability?
I'm not gonna say that. But I won't go that far, but I will say the injury thing is a cause for me in negotiations. If I'm talking about money, I'm not paying you all that. I'm not. You know what I mean?
He's got to take a deal over that. If he can't stay healthy this year, is
thank you, Turf. Thank you. Because every year we have dealt with him being out for a large quantity of games, right? And we're like, and it seems like the times he gets hurt are like the worst possible times, bro, because we need him in a certain stretch and he's not there. You know what I'm saying? And that's worse. That's worse. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because we need you.
Max is the exact opposite, which is why he's the one that got the $6 million raise. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, I give you the game. That's what it is.
And then don't get us twisted and saying like, oh, he don't want to be there, he don't want to play. Because obviously, right, you can. There are times he just can't go. There are times you just can't be on the field. But at the same time, it's too frequent. Right? Like you need to be on the field.
I agree. You're not going to get me to disagree with you on that one.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, we got to be fair. We got to keep it fair. So,
we do have to keep that fair.
And then you got Spillane coming up, which I really want to retain Spillane. Right? Because if we don't, we're in the dark ages again, bro. We're in the dark ages of the linebacker, bro. Like, we haven't had a solid linebacker in years. So I would like to re-sign him for sure. But keeping on the OTA news, we got to talk about my guy, right? That Tyree Wilson Putting his ass in gear,
Right.
right? I seen getting in gear. You saw, he got to the podium. He talked about how moving inside slowed down his thinking, right? Really helped him with everything. I think that's going to be him for the rest of his career, to be honest. I think for the rest of his career, he's going to be a tweener, inside, outside. I know some people don't think so. Some people are like, oh, he's going to be strictly a DN. I don't see him moving back to strict DN. He just had so much success in the interior, right? I think the interior can be good for him. But even as he gets better on the outside, that's just going to help him on the inside, right? I feel like as his career goes, I feel like he's going to be that Leonard Williams type body where he can play both sides. He's really a DN, but he can still play interior. He can still play outside, right? And be able to do both. But where are you at with Tyree? I know you was hard on him last season, but I've stuck with him the whole time. But where are you at with him right now?
I'm still going to be hard on him because his predecessors put him in that position. We need production. We need you to be the dude you're expecting to be. And that's the part that he needs to understand. Right. See, his problem is he's fighting an uphill battle that was placed upon him by no means of his fault or anyone else in the organization right now. Mm-hmm. And he's got to deal with that. Do you get loved in year 3, year 4, year 5? I don't know, but
I said this too. I think AP looks at him like the Justin Tuck, right? Like the Michael Strahan, where it's like, think about AP's defense when he won the Super Bowl. He had a dude that played inside, outside, right? Like it was easy. Yeah. The D line was active. So that Giants defense, right, clicks in my mind every time I see this defense because it kind of reminds me of it. And how AP is building the defense. It kind of reminds me of it. So it's like, I think let me pose you this question. Because I talked about Tyree a lot yesterday.
Yeah, please.
7 to 9 sacks. How do you feel about that?
I think the 7 is right. 9 is high.
If he gets 7 to 9, how do you feel about his season if he gets 7 to 9 sacks?
I think that's a fabulous season. I don't know. I mean, he's going to be a variety player to where a lot of the time his position probably won't be the one that is considered to be prime for that sack.
Right.
So yeah, if he gets 7 sacks,
I'm good.
I'm through the roof.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll say 7 is a high number personally.
Really? Nah, I think I can because I said
he gets 7 sacks. That means he's getting the sack every other game minimum. That's
what I said. If we're confident with Kuntz getting 9 to 12.
Well, yeah, but bro, how many sacks do you get a game? Because where's Max going to be? Where's Wilkins going to be?
Well, we're saying that because we're Raider fans and we ain't seen no defense that pressure
a long time.
We don't even know what it looks like to have a successful rushing defense for real.
We don't know nothing about this. You know what I mean? We don't know nothing about this.
No lie, Turf. I'm over here throwing out low numbers because I think that's high. I'm like, shit, 30? Can we get 30s? Bro, because I don't know. I have no idea. So if we could go around and get I'm even throwing 40, but people was telling me that's low. You know what I'm saying? That's low.
Hey.
If we can get 40, right? Yeah. I'll just say 40.
Yeah.
I like that. 40 sacks in one because now you can divvy it up. Think about 40 right now. You talk about boom, Max probably getting his 12. Somewhere around that 12, 13. 15, 12 to 17 range. 13, you know what I'm saying? He gonna get that. Wilkins probably get somewhere around 8 to 10. I can say 8 to 10.
I was thinking 5 to 8 because again,
I can say 5 to 8. I can go.
He's going to give them other dudes a lot of what they
I can see 5 to 8. I can see 5 to 8. So then you go with that. Kuntz, chimes in and with some
He's
more.
getting another 8 to 11 based
8 to
on
11.
Wilkins and
Here we go with
goddamn.
Tyree, that's 7 to 8. You feel what I'm saying? And then the rest come from miscellaneous ass sacks, maybe from
safety
DB.
blitzes, corner blitzes,
Exactly.
linebacker blitzes. Yes.
So then it's like, I think Tyree can get that. He can get that 7, man. That 7 is a perfect number because it allows him to say there's been work put in, right? You know what I mean? We've seen growth.
Successful progress. Yes, growth.
Successful progress. And shout out to Papa Rundown because he says it all the time. It's damn near like we getting a new first round pick this year.
Yeah.
With now him being able to go through a full training camp,
Right.
full off season, really get his body in shape.
Yep.
Damn near we got another first round pick this year. You know what I mean? Bowers and him. So I'm real excited to see Tyree. I am.
Me too, bro. I'm right with you.
Real excited. We had PG really talking about everything going on with the defense. Obviously we know Spillane is that guy, but I wanna highlight something. We talk about the linebackers. AP even said it. Talking about Eichenberg.
Yeah.
Green dot player. When they say green dot player, what does that mean to you, Turk?
That means this dude is trying to be around for a long time, just a fixture in the organization.
If you're talking about green dot player, bro, especially as a linebacker, you basically saying this dude has the ability, can be the quarterback of the defense.
Yes.
That middle presence. You feel what I'm saying?
Dude, that guy. This guy's
gonna see some great.
How old is Spillane? Spillane is, how old is Spillane, man?
He's not that old, but I could see him and Eichenberg playing together for a long time. I can.
Yeah.
Real nasty. You know what I mean? I think they can play off each other well, kind of have similar skill sets. I know some people don't really like Eichenberg and his coverage ability.
Well, it's the speed. It's the speed. I mean, you got to remember, this sounds great during the running game, right? And, that short to mid-range game. But, second and long, third and short even, you're not happy with Eichenberg being in the game and you only need a couple, right? Or you need that distance and he's just going – he's going to allow the perfect pass to be open every time, right? And I think that's the easiest way to try to explain what I'm trying to say, because even the perfect pass can be defended.
But see, this is the thing I've said about Eichenberg since we got him. The measurables, you know what I mean? You look at the measurables, you be like, he's nothing. Film, right?
Yeah.
This dude's a football player, bro.
He's just a monster football.
And when you say that, right?
Monster.
That just means the dude's instincts are off the charts to me. The instincts are where it's at for me with Eichenberg, where I'm like, that's where he can probably come in year one. You know what I mean? And probably find some comfortability because he has those instincts. You know what I mean? He does.
Right.
And really
absolutely.
Defense, we don't ask linebackers to do too much. If you really think about it, like in this defense, the linebackers aren't asked to do a lot. Now Spillane does get the line set, right? Make the calls, make the checks. But then when the play is snapped, you think about it, like how many times did we see him on one-on-one coverage for real? Like, be honest. I ain't see Spillane covering a lot of tight ends and shit. One-on-one. Not really. You know what I mean? If he did, he's dropping in zone sometimes. You know what I mean? And most of the picks he got was him dropping in zone.
Yeah.
So
100%. 100%.
We kind of protect our linebackers in here because we got so many safeties that can do the job, right? So many safeties that can do that job. So I'm excited to see that right there. For sure, it's going to be somebody I'm keeping my eyes on.
Yep.
So, like we said, defense, we talked a lot about the defense. Nothing really new as far as the OTA news, just because a lot of, what we're waiting to see from the defense, it has to be on training camp.
Yes.
Safeties, quarters, even the D-line. Like,
I want to see 7-on-7. I want to see how people are,
These are dudes we already kind of know already, but we're waiting to see them on the field.
Right.
So, You know, we coming up here, bottom of the hour, man. Coming
Bottom
up
of the hour.
show, man. Coming up to the end of the show. We appreciate everybody up in here, man. We love and appreciate everybody that show up every single time we go live, man. Like we said, we trying to race to 2K. So for the end of the show, for our last segment, man, you know we're gonna take that Q&A, man. Everything that y'all want answered by us, we definitely gonna get answered, man. So go ahead, tap in with whatever questions y'all have for us down below in the comments. At the same time, man, pose a question for y'all too. At the same time, players you might be intrigued to see, man, that you really want to see take their year 2 leap, or not even year 2 leap, just players in period that you're like, man, I'm ready to see this player.
Right.
For me personally, it's really Tyree. For sure.
Tony.
Man, my guy Tony.
Go ahead. You were saying go ahead.
Nah, man. I'm excited to see Tyree for sure. You can say that about everybody we drafted. All those guys are just football players. That's why we brought them in. For sure. For sure. Let's see what my guy Chris says. We will have a top 10 defense, if not top
10.
5.
We already had a top 10, bro. We top 5. What do you have,
gotta get
Chris?
the top 5, bro.
More is required. Bro, top 5 is an understand like that. I'm disappointed if we fifth. I'm looking at third. If we're less than third this year defensively, I'm a little upset. I don't know. Yeah.
Whoa.
Turf is talking big. If we not at least third, bro, we was already 10th. Fifth skip.
I say
we
5.
got Wilkins.
Like, give me the 5.
We got Wilkins, bro.
Shit, we third in playoffs for sure.
We already better be in the playoffs, so I'm mad at that.
Oh yeah, I mean, we already know 10 wins minimum. 10 wins.
11.
Minimum. You want 11. You want 11. I'll say 10 minimum. I need 10.
11.
But
remember, I got us at 12 and 5. So
who has more sacks, Kuntz or Tyree? I think it's going. It better be
Kuntz. It better, and if not, then Kuntz ain't getting no bread, and he know he a role player.
Well, what if they both have good seasons, but your boy just has more sacks?
Nah, again, I just told you what that means. It means that Kuntz knows he's not going to be able to get it done on his own somewhere else, and they're going to pay him. If they pay him, he know that's going to be the last dime he gets, and probably won't get a chip where he's going. So he's better off staying where he at, being part of the supporting cast, and collecting those checks, rings, and any and everything else that comes with it.
I ain't gonna lie. If I could see him be one of those dudes that goes somewhere else and it actually like performs good too.
No,
I can't.
I don't. Not on his own, bro. See, and that's the problem that this is the problem. This is the problem that happens with people. Look, he has been benefiting from Max Crosby for the second he's been on the team. Bro, Max Crosby has been getting delivered double and triple teams since his existence. There's no way you're going to get me to think that Kuntz didn't benefit from that. There's just no way.
For sure. There's no question.
And I'm just saying, no other team even has that. What other team has Max? I know you got Myles Garrett, they're going to say. Who's the other one that comes close? I don't think nobody comes close to our guy, Max Crosby.
Not really.
Not a single.
No, I don't. Not really. Allegiance says Trey Tucker. Now that's a guy we both agree.
I love Tuck.
Man, I liked him since we got him.
I love Tuck. I'm with Tuck.
I wish I had the capability to really toot my horn a little bit more. I just feel weird when I do it. But it's like, if I am going to toot it,
yeah.
Boy did say as soon as he was drafted,
right,
that was the end of Hunter Renfrow. I already knew. As soon as this man got drafted last year, I'm like, yeah, Hunter Renfrow's out. He's gone.
He did.
Yeah, I already knew. I already knew because it's like you get the speed.
Shout out to Hunter Renfrow. He's gone.
Yeah, and shout out to Renfrow. Shout out. But as soon as you got him, it's just you knew just the speed, and there was more to add to the game. He wasn't just like a gadget speed guy. He's not to me. He's a guy that I feel like he can add more to his game. If the route running gets right, the hands more secure, it's over. It's over. Right. There's nobody that can stay with him. Nobody. So I'm real excited for Trey Tucker too, Allegiance, for sure.
Me three, bro.
Real excited. Bennett, see, and this now we go back to the other side of the spectrum. Not as excited, but I hope.
I gotta boo this one. I'm sorry, SoCal. Why are you doing this to us?
But he said he wants to see if he improves.
I know. We know he ain't gonna improve though. I'm setting y'all up. Y'all gonna thank Turf for this one. And I didn't even know what it just thank me.
Right, I'm gonna give you all the credit in the world.
Just thank me later.
I'm gonna give you all the credit in the world. Stewart says, I want to see Aiden become the next Raiders franchise QB, capable of being our guy for the next 15 years. We would hope. Like I said, bro, like if he starts week 1, we win, right? And it's nice. All right, that's
what I think. It's what I think. I think he's our guy. 100%.
But see, okay, I'm gonna detail to you where I'm at with this, where I'm at with the whole quarterback thing. Mm-hmm. I like him. I'm not franchised yet. Like I said, if he starts, beats the Chargers week 1, that shows me step 1. Okay, cool. You've already got it there. What? Cool. But then week 2, oh yeah, yes, buddy. I'm gonna see a lot about Aiden O'Connell week 2. If that it's gonna tell me all I need to know, realistically, because the whole first damn near 9-game stretch is gonna tell me everything I need to know about your boy, for sure. Regardless of how we finish in that 9-game stretch, is gonna let me know in the first 9 games if this is the dude or we are probably gonna be looking to draft something.
There you go.
Not gonna lie, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Them first 9 games is a gauntlet, boy.
Right.
That shit right there, boy. If he come out of them 2 losses, right? 1 loss, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, bro. This is the dude. This is the guy. No question for me.
I agree.
You gotta show that though.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. All right.
Munford. Yeah.
Hey, he's gonna have a solid team.
I got Munford.
He's gonna have a monster.
I think he's gonna be straight, man. I think we're gonna be pleasantly surprised, man. But then think 7th round, bro. 7th round.
Got him out of nowhere.
A solid, capable starter. I'll take that all day.
Out of nowhere.
Take that all day, man. Coon's gonna benefit from Wilkins and Tyree for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Man. Cowtown in the building, man.
Yeah, I saw that. I was waiting.
All good, man. All good. You know you can hit the replay on this thing, man. I know certain things we was touching on. You was definitely gonna like.
All day. Just go and watch.
Ooh, you know we got a good one. Death Pile says
I want to see Trey Taylor work too. I think he's gonna be a big part of our squad.
I like that. I like that for sure, man. Right. Do we think he can win the starting job? I don't think this year.
No.
But I think if he shows enough, it's gonna be enough for them to let one of them safeties go and be like, all right, next year.
He'll get some run and he'll be able to do something next year, but not this year.
I agree.
Not meaning start and actually hold the whole game now.
I agree. Okay, good question before we kind of end it off. What did you guys think of the Rush episode with AOC 12? Yeah. What did you think, Turf, starting off, and then I'll go after that?
Hey, I loved it. Y'all know I am an AOC supporter, fan, fanatic, whatever you want to call me. I think the kid has the shot and the chance, I should say. He has the ability.
Definitely.
If it comes to fruition or not, I'm definitely not going to blame Getsy. I blame players. I only, the only time I don't blame players is when they don't have the pieces around them. Nobody has an excuse, ladies and gentlemen. So I think Getsy has gotten himself off the hook by way of Tom Telesco. Right. I mean, he should be buying Tom Telesco dinner because all these picks around him.
Hey, really?
You don't have to be no hero.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. Watching that episode, because I see what Raider Paul said, started falling asleep, right? But this is what I got from that episode.
Yeah.
I can see why AP would like him to be the guy,
Right.
just by the way he is. And I say that based off the fact, like, when you have a team and you play on a team that has a lot of personalities, sometimes it's cool for your leader to be a dude where emotionally, like, it's here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we have so many personalities on this team, defensive side, offensive side. When you can look now in your huddle and the main leader of your team, for sure,
right.
whether it's bad, it's ugly, or it's good, I look at them.
Right.
Regardless, you feel what I'm saying? Like, regardless, the standard is the standard. It's where we at. You know what I mean? But even if we're in a bad situation, I can count on him and look at him and be like, I'm here. That's where he strikes me at. You know what I mean? But he also said it in that show that I think AP highlighted a lot. He's got to get his vocal leadership up. Has to. You know what I mean? Because a guy like that, it's easy to be like, all right, cool, I'm cool. But he has to find the line of when to say, I'm going to get in the motherfucker ass, though. You know what I mean? Like, you're not playing the way you should be playing, and I can call you out on that. He needs to go ahead and figure that out. And if he does, he's going to grab the bull by the horns, for sure.
Yep, I agree 100%.
God damn, Paul, you got $5 readers out on Applebee's, man. If you over there getting it in.
Yeah, he getting it in.
But definitely, man, hey, appreciate everybody that stopped in.
Everybody.
If you showed up late, don't trip about it. Go ahead, hit the replay on this thing. Check out the conversation, man. Much appreciation for everybody that's in the building. Look, like we said, we on the race to 2K, right? We trying to get there before the season. So if you can help your boy Rundown out, help your boy Turf out, it will be much appreciated.
Greatly
Turf, man, what you got
appreciated.
going on, man? Tell them what you got going on coming up for your episode.
I got a lot going on. Y'all gonna have to forgive me when it comes to the exclusive. Turf's parents is in town. My daughter's got graduation, right? Going to college. All this stuff is literally within these weeks. So I'll be a little bit distant, but all the regulars, you already know. Come Friday, we got Fan Talk Friday with Chris, right? Saturday, we don't really do much, but I always love to shout out my guy, Raider Nation, Jason. He's got a cool little spot. Sunday is the Raider Syndicate. Special edition. Just trust me, you don't want to miss it. Absolutely. Monday, we got Leo, man. Leo Night, Cheeto Linus, and Tuesday, back at the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show, which y'all always show up for. I really greatly appreciate it, and I can't thank you about the support enough.
Man, hey, and y'all already know what it is with your boy Raider Rundown. We're going live at 5 every Wednesday. Next week, right? Just letting our regulars know. Next week, your boy Rundown is not going to be in attendance.
Yeah, vacation for Rundown.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to be gone.
Yo.
Boy's going to be on vacation next week. So next week, I will not be in attendance for the Turf and Rundown show. Might do a Wednesday episode next week. Maybe. Depends on how everything going. So I'll let y'all know. But, boy Rundown going to be out. Yeah, gonna be out Wednesday, Thursday. Not gonna be there for the Sunday episode. Just letting our guy know, letting our regulars know. We're gonna have some special guests though. The Turf and Rundown show and everything. Don't stop, right?
Don't stop, won't stop.
We're gonna have a special guest for Turf and Rundown. We're gonna have special guests in my place on Sunday next week at the same time. That
syndicate.
The show don't stop now. The show don't stop. But you already know your boy will be back after next week. But just letting y'all know I'm gonna be out and about. So your boy gonna get it in. But y'all already know, much love to everybody, man. Hope y'all are having a good week. We almost there to the weekend. So one more day, man. Y'all hang in there doing our thing. We're gonna see y'all on Sunday, man. Y'all keep it cool, keep it straight. Peace out.